Hey friends, Alan Lee here with Honestly Handyman Services coming at you for another Wednesday night live. Welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you are here with us here on a Wednesday night. We gather here every Wednesday night and just do some shop talk. You know, we talk a little bit about business. We talk about how we can improve, how our week's been going. Obviously, the biggest thing that has been happening is Christmas was yesterday. So how was your guys' Christmas? I hope it was all well, and I hope you guys had a great, fantastic time with your friends and family. I would absolutely love to know a little bit about what you guys did for Christmas. I would love to know. We're just gonna take in some comments. I got comments going on this screen here, so I'm gonna be looking down there, answering some comments. So if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask them. Also, introduce yourself. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and if you have a handyman business or not. And if you're looking to start one, I mean, 2019, the New Year's is coming up. It's always a fantastic time to create new goals for ourselves and also create new businesses. So maybe this is the year or this is the time where you will finally hunker down and be like, I'm going to start this business. That's what I did. January 1st of 2017 was my first day as a full-time handyman. December 30th of 2016 was my last day as an employee of an auto shop. So I went from that and I started on January 1st, full-time handyman, just went all in. And it was pretty crazy, but it was a lot of fun, learned a lot. So I'm going to be taking some comments here. Introduce yourself. I'd love to hear who you are, where you're from. Do you have a handyman business or not? We got... oh, I don't even what's up? We got Melvin in the house. What's up? We got Jeremy Jackson. First comment. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for your comment, Jeremy. How you doing? Melvin says, how come you don't post good videos like back then? I would love to know what kind of videos do you want me to post? Do you want me to post more like business videos? Do you want me to post more work videos? How to start business videos? What kind of videos would you guys like to see? I would absolutely love to hear it. Melvin, since you wrote that, I'm kind of calling you out. I would love to hear what you would like to see in a video. What kind of videos you would like to see, because I'd love to make videos that you want to see for sure. Jawad says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, man. Eddie's in the house. What's up, buddy? Air Repair. We got Gary in the house. I met with Gary last Saturday. Gary's a super awesome guy. Air Repair. Here from Rancho Cordova. It was great meeting with you, Gary. I really had a blast. That was great. It was fun chatting with you. And also, I love that t-shirt that you gave me. I've been wearing that t-shirt. I love it. I'm actually looking into StitchAmerica.com. I want to order some shirts for me. So, really love it. Thanks for turning me on to that. We got Top Country. We got, let's see. Top Country. Steven is the owner of Integrity Handyman Services out of Santa Rosa, California. Dude, I love your name. That was almost my name. When I first started my business, I was going with either it was going to be Lee's Integrity or Honestly Handyman. So those were the two names that I was kind of going against. Like, I love the Integrity name and I love the Honest name, so I ended up going with Honestly, obviously. But love it, man. Love the name Integrity. Manuel says, hey, how are you, Mr. Honestly? Manuel from Sonoma Electrician. What's up, man? I'm doing great. How are you doing, Manuel? Love to hear from you. We got Bob Kemp in the house. Says, hi, Alan. Jeremy Jackson, your local handyman from Brandenburg, Kentucky. Awesome, man. I like that. Your local handyman. I love it. David Franklin says, he asks, how difficult was it to transition from a full-time job to owning your own business? So, David, I've had that question asked me a lot. The biggest obstacle when you're transitioning from full-time employee to business owner is really in your head. That's the biggest transition that needs to happen. So once you realize that you were made to be an entrepreneur and that you no longer want to be an employee but you want to create your own thing, that's the biggest thing. Because once you make that choice, that switch in your head, you're no longer going to be like, well, I could just go back and get a job. You're like, no, I need to make this work. I need to do whatever needs to be done to get this handyman business off the ground or whatever business you're starting. So that's it. It's really not that hard, but the hardest thing is in your head because you got to get it going in your head, and that's really the hardest thing to conquer. So that's probably my biggest thing. Top Country says April 1st, 2018, first day of full-time handyman. Dude, that's exciting, bro. I love it. Sean Witt, Sean from Elk Grove, Repair Request LLC, handyman business. Dude, awesome, Sean. You're not too far from me. I would love to meet up. I'm always looking for people around me to get in contact with and that I could recommend other people to, because I get people calling me, you know, from Santa Rosa, from, you know, out further in Sacramento that don't go, Elk Grove, Auburn, Placerville, you know, all these different places that people, you know, El Dorado Hills, and I would love to get to know you, so feel free to email me at handymanjourney.com. I mean, handymanjourney@gmail.com. I would love to connect with you to see if I could pass some work along to you. Jawad says, January 11th, going to be my first day as a handyman full-time. Dude, Jawad, that's exciting, bro. That is so exciting. I'm really excited for you. Emil says, does one need a license in CA to be a handyman? The only license that you need in California to be a handyman is a general business license and possibly a special business license depending on the city that you work in. You need a business license from the city that you work in. So for me, I work in Citrus Heights. I need a business license from them. So I went down to the city hall, got a business license from them. You also need general liability insurance. That is very important. Those are the things that you need to be a handyman in California. We got Todd Randall from Maine. What's up, man? We got Ryan Pounds from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, welcome. Kenny Pruitt, just started a handyman business with my wife in North Texas. And 3 days in, we have made over $3,200. Dude, that's exciting. Kenny, that is exciting, man. I'm so happy for you. You are on your way to making millions, bro. That's exciting. I'm excited for you. You can make a lot of money as a handyman. You can. David Franklin says, any tips on starting a handyman business? Yeah, man, so tons of tips on starting a handyman business. That's kind of a loaded question. The first thing is you need to figure out why you want to start a handyman business. So, and this kind of goes into the whole mentality thing of owning your business rather than being an employee. You need to figure out why you want to be an entrepreneur, your own business owner, rather than an employee. Like, what's motivating you to do that? You know, why do you want to make that transition? Because I'm telling you guys, if you want to live a easy breezy life that is just coasting, you're making income, you're providing for your family, you know, this and that, then stay being an employee. Like, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner is not all fluffy bunnies and rainbows. You know, I'll tell you that right now. It is very rewarding, but you have to put the time in. It's one of those jobs where you never really get any time off at the end of the day. So that's probably the biggest thing, is you got to figure out why you want to do it. What's motivating you? Because once you figure out what motivates you, then that will propel you to any other decision that you have in your life. Marcelino says, hey, Alan, a big fan, handyman from Ventura County, California. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Thanks. I'm glad that you've been watching my videos. David Fair says, hey, Lee, hope your family had a great Christmas. Dude, we had a great one. It was fun. Great Christmas. My Everyday Tool says, what's up, man? First time I catch a live stream. Great content. Keep it up. Dude, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. I'll put this out here again. If you guys, I would love to hear what you guys want to see in a video from my channel. Do you guys want to see more work videos, some more vlogs? Do you want to see more business tip videos? Do you want to see maybe some behind the scenes, like how I figure out how much I make or how much I need to charge per hour, and how I do documents, and how I do invoicing and estimating, and how I do kind of the behind the scenes work of the business? Or do you guys want to see more tool reviews, like trailer reviews, truck reviews? What do you guys want to see coming from my handyman channel? Do you guys want to see vlogs? You guys want to see how to start your own business, how to create a better business, so how to get more clients? What kind of topics would you guys like to see? Maybe on a weekly basis. You know, Mondays would be, for instance, like a vlog, and then Wednesdays would be a tool review, and then the Fridays would be a business principle that has helped me out. I don't know. What would you guys like to see? I'd love to hear it. We got Gary says, it was great to meet you and Frank. Stitch America does great work. When you get some shirts made, I would love to have one to wear. For sure, bro. For sure. Officer Antonio's in the house. What's up, man? He says, how's everything, Alan? Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope you received everything you asked for. Hope the baby is doing well. All your videos are absolutely great, brother. Keep doing good. Dude, Antonio, I really appreciate that. I mean, that, like, speaks to me. Like, I really love the encouragement that's in that. We did have a great Christmas. Yeah, everything's going great. Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. So, Jawad says, Square Property Maintenance. I already registered the name, and the website is almost ready. Dude, exciting, Jawad. That's really cool. Kenny Pruitt, DFW area is the place to be. David Fair says, I had an FYI thought for guys and how to keep some type of record of tools and equipment is doing some type of video of tools, makes, models, serial numbers in case of fire or theft. Hey, that's a good idea. So, like, to keep track of what tools you have and what equipment you have, you know, keep some sort of videos or pictures, you know, just in case there's theft or fire. Makes sense. Gary from Air Repair says, a friend of mine here in Rancho Cordova needs a couple of doors made right. A realtor flipped that house and did a lousy job. That's a bummer. We got Rich in the house. Says, hi, hit the like button, everybody. For sure, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Not the down button. Sometimes people do that, but hit the good, you know what I mean. What's up, Rich? Good to see you, bro. Eddie in the house. Brother, I do appliance services and repair. At this moment, almost a year now. Awesome. I want to be a handyman, but I am not sure if I can do it because there is so much things to do as a handyman, which I don't know. Eddie, great question. I think a lot of people get scared when they hear the word handyman and think they have to do everything right out of the gate. It is true that a handyman does a whole lot of stuff, but really the best way to start your handyman business is to focus on what you do best. So if you are or have worked in an appliance repair company, then that's your go-to thing. That's what you want to offer, appliance repair. And I'm telling you, if you can offer really good, affordable, honest, integrity work in the appliance repair industry as a handyman, you can crush it with just doing appliance repair. I mean, I wish I knew more about appliance repair, but I don't. I want to get more into that because it's huge. It's a big industry. A lot of people need appliances fixed, and they want to go with the handyman rather than the big box stores because they're just going to steal all your money. So that is very good, Eddie, and I would say that you should start out doing appliance repairs as a handyman in your own business. I think you could definitely kill it. And then slowly add on more jobs. Maybe you're there fixing someone's fridge, and then they're like, oh, this door is squeaking a little bit, or this faucet is running. Can you help me out a little bit? And then you slowly work your way into other stuff and start maybe doing some things that you're not comfortable with, like faucet replacements or, you know, plumbing work, and then just a little bit here or there. And then you slowly start getting more. I mean, it's not like, what do they say? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? It's like you slowly build these things up and build up your repertoire and start adding more. And then as you start adding more stuff, you're going to be worth more. So yeah, that's great, Eddie. I mean, if you already specialize in appliance repair, like, start there. You know, that's what I would say. We got Norm in the house. What's up, Norm? Dude, Norm, I always love your comments on my videos. I really appreciate your input that you have in my videos. I really love that, and how you take the time to respond to a lot of people's comments. Like, I think I appreciate that. I think that's really cool and shows a lot about your character. I really like that. So, Norm says, Alan, a late Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I pledge allegiance and in God we trust. Some of the principles of which, let's see, I lost the end of that. I don't know, it didn't tell me the end of that, Norm. David Fair says, I like the how-to and how to do more estimated costs. Okay. Petroni says, hey Alan, what's up, man? I would love to see more of the business videos. So when you guys say business videos, what do you mean exactly? Like, what kind of business videos would you like to see? Would you like to see videos on how I started my business? Videos on how I, you know, price jobs? Videos on how I market jobs? Videos on how I, you know, gather the tools and the equipment to do the jobs? Like, what kind of business videos would you like to see? I would love your guys' input because after all, this channel is about you guys. So I want to create content that you guys want to watch. That's what it's all about. So I want to help you guys as much as I can. So, and the best way to do that is you guys tell me what you want to see, what kind of business videos you want to see. So business videos for sure. How-to videos. How-to videos like how to replace a kitchen faucet or how to replace a gate, or I'm assuming things like that. Let's see. I like to see more of how much things are costing you. Any guess on how much you spent on tools and licensing? In tools, I don't know how much I have in tools. Probably a couple thousand. I know I got tool insurance, and I got $10,000 worth of tool insurance because I know that I don't have more than that. So that kind of gives you a good idea on that. So a video on how much things cost me. So video on how much, like, the business costs. And so for my my business license, it costs $150 a year. So that kind of gives you an idea on that. Jeremy Jackson says, have an admin day that focuses on estimating, invoicing, business bank accounts, which software, mileage trackers, accountants, taxes, etc. Yeah, that's huge, man. So estimating. I'm taking notes here. Invoicing, bank accounts, software, mileage tracker, and taxes. Taxes is a huge one. Okay, so David Fair says, my buddy lost his whole shop as a result of fire and had a difficult time with dealing with insurance company. Yeah, take videos and pictures of them for sure, of all your stuff. Darren R says, oh my God, I forgot today was Wednesday and it was Christmas break. Well, I'm glad you're here, Darren. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for responding. Dude, Eddie, you're welcome. I love answering your guys' questions. If you guys have any questions, I would love to hear it. Ryan Pound says, who do you use to insure your tools and trailer? Is it expensive? What amount of coverage do you recommend? For your tools, I would whatever you have. I mean, if you have less than $10,000 in your tools, then I would recommend getting a $10,000 insurance policy on your tools. I use just a local company here in Sacramento, California. Their name is Albino Dale and Dunn and Lewis or something like that, some weird name. I have a few videos about them and videos where I actually interview one of the insurance agents, and he actually gives a lot of great information. So I have that on my channel as well. It's not very expensive. It's pretty inexpensive to insure your tools and stuff. Your trailer is covered by, at least here in California, is covered by the truck insurance that I have, or the car insurance that I have, for whatever vehicle that's towing it. Hi, Alan. Sorry about the two duds. Was hitting the wrong button. My question is, I'm 78. Is it too old to start my handyman business? Dude, Petroni, I would say it is not too late to start your handyman business. I think that at 78, you have a lot of wisdom. You need to look at what you want to do and what you can do. I think that you could definitely crush it at 78. You could come in and, be this guy that just has a whole bunch of wisdom, and, blow these young pups out of the water. I think you could definitely do it. Yeah, for sure. We got Albert Garcia says, hello, I love your videos. I get inspired by your work and ideas. Thanks for your time. Dude, I really appreciate it. You're welcome. I appreciate you taking the time to write that, Albert. It means a lot. How do you know what to take on or walk away from? So, yeah, as far as jobs, I do what I feel comfortable with. So, for instance, a while back, I took on a little concrete job that I had never done before, never done any concrete. So I took that on because it was small enough, and I felt confident that I could do it. If I had someone come up to me and say, hey, we need you to replace our whole air conditioning unit, I would probably turn that down just because that's a little bit too big of a job for what I normally take here in California. But most jobs I do take as long as they are within my bounds and I feel like I can definitely handle them. So it's kind of on a personal basis, you know, what you feel comfortable with, what you don't feel comfortable with. Rich says, let's see some Ford mechanic videos. Do you ever repair appliances? Love the show, thanks. I do not repair much appliances. I do some, but not a whole lot. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate you saying you love the show. Got Dennis says, I would like to see videos on how you calculate your profit. Okay, so calculate your profit. Okay, definitely. This is a perfect time, guys. Like, if you guys ever want to have a what do you say, a word into what you're watching. If you guys ever want to, like, if you guys ever watching some of my videos and be like, I wish he would talk about this, or I wish he would show that, this is your opportunity right now. Like, I'm asking you guys point blank, what kind of videos do you guys want to see? What do you guys want me to talk more about in my videos? So make sure you comment in there comment in the chat forum and tell me what you guys want to see in my videos, because this is right now is when you guys get the opportunity to tell me what you want to see in 2019. So I'm excited about that. So calculate your profit. Got that. Mike Jones says, greetings from Tennessee Hills. Hope you had a blessed and fantastic Christmas. Dude, I did for sure. Loved it. Juan Martinez says, I bought your Handyman 101 program and I'm currently in the process of starting it. Dude, exciting, Juan. How are you liking it so far, Juan? What are you getting out of it? I would absolutely love to hear what you've gotten out of the Handyman Journey 101 course so far. And if you guys don't know, he's talking about, he just purchased a Handyman 101 course that I offer. It includes business plan basics, marketing 101, and pricing 101. And I go really in depth into how I market, how I feel the best, what the best marketing strategies are. And I also go really in depth into my pricing, how I figure out what my pricing is, what it needs to be, how I calculate my profit into that, and how I make sure that I'm continually making a profit month after month. So that's what he's talking about. Let's see here. Jawad says, how much is the average markup on supplies? So I actually have a markup matrix, is what you call it. Let's see. Let me pull it up real quick so I could give you guys an actual. This is the Honestly Handyman markup. So if the cost of material is $0 to $5, I mark it up 59%. If the cost of the materials is $5.01 to $15, I mark it up 70%. If the cost of materials is $15.01 to $25, you mark it up 62%. If it's $25.01 to $40, you mark it up 61%. $40.01 to $50, 55%. $50.01 to $75, 56%. And again, this is my markup. So this is how much I mark up my materials that I buy. So if the material, or say you're buying a toilet, right, and it costs $75.01 to $100, that's what I buy it from Lowe's for, or Home Depot. I'm going to mark that up 46%, and then that's what I'm going to sell it to the customer for. If it's $100 or greater, I mark it up 41%. So this is the little matrix here. I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but that's how I mark up materials. And that is my material markup. So I hope that answered your question on the material markup. Juan Martinez says, on average, how many jobs do you do a week? I do probably, I would say 5 to 10 jobs a week, personally. And then Frank does, he probably does maybe 7 to 12 jobs a week, I would say, if not more. He might do 10 to 15 jobs a week. He does a little bit more jobs than me because I do a lot of the back end of the work stuff, so like estimating, invoicing, gathering materials, and then getting clients and things like that, getting leads. So that is definitely one way we do it. 4C Blower says, love your videos from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Angel Sumano says, what's up, Alan? Angel here from Santa Cruz. Just passed my landscaping contractor's license last Friday, but will still be running my handyman business too. Dude, Angel, that's super exciting, man. That is so cool to hear that you just passed your landscaping contractor's license. Was it hard? Was the test hard? What all stuff did you need in order to apply for that? Like, did you have to show documents of like invoicing or estimates and things like that? What did you need in order to do that? I would love to hear it. Juan Martinez says, the videos and documents are priceless. In my opinion, I have determined my hourly and pricing. Just got my LLC and business license. Dude, Juan, that's super exciting. I love to hear that. What particular video or document has been most helpful for you in that Handyman Journey 101 course? I agree with you. I think that they are definitely priceless, and they are definitely worthwhile. I think there's a lot of value packed into those courses, and that's really why I made them, and I kind of had the desire to make them. And I'm glad that it's helping people. I know a lot of people have taken those courses on Handyman Journey 101, and it's really transformed their business. It's given them kind of a vision and an outline in which way to go for their handyman business and how to start making a profit, how to start either marketing their business and getting more clients, or how to actually charge a good rate for their business. It's funny, when I figured that out personally, I realized that I was charging less than what I needed to survive. So when I did jobs, I was actually paying people to work on their house because it wasn't even covering my expenses for my business. And that's most people too. I've had a lot of people that have said that as well. Like, when you actually sit down, figure out what your hourly rate needs to be plus profit, and it's crazy, because it's like, wow, I'm not even charging enough. Like, I'm not even charging enough to buy bread for my family. It's crazy. So it's interesting. Hey, Father Steve Macias in the house. What's up, man? What's up, Steve? Great ideas on markup matrix. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. How you doing tonight, Steve? I miss you, man. We need to hang out. I got this book. Steve, I got this book that I think, it's another book that I think we need to go through. We need to finish going through our other book first, but I got this one. She Calls Me Daddy. This is one by Focus on the Family, and it's about raising daughters, basically, and how to raise up godly daughters. That's what it's all about. So that'd be kind of cool to go through that. Yeah, man, we need to finish going through that what is it? Raising a Modern Day Night book. We need to finish that. We got, let's see, you should post the markup matrix on the Google Docs. Dude, Juan, I think I should. I will definitely post that in one of my courses for sure. Markup in course. Kevin Thenus says, hey, brother, what's up, man? 4C Blower says, have you ever took a job that you could not finish? I have not. The way that I roll is, if I take on a job, I'm going to finish it no matter what. Even if I have to call in a contractor to finish it and I lose my butt on it, I'm going to finish it. That's how it should be. And I've never had to call in anyone else to help me, but I have had some doozies where I've had to like really do some research, and I figure it out though. Mackie McJohnson. What's up, man? What's up? Didn't miss much. We're just talking about business, hanging out. Steve Macias says, love the book. Daughters will benefit from your emphasis on industry too. For sure. Totally. Angel Sumano says, I actually went through a licensing school, and that helped a lot with the law and business exam, but not so much on the trade. For sure. That's good to hear. Steve, have you ever read this book? Have you ever read this book, Steve? I think we need to go through it. G. Ray Brown says, does this time of year drop off on getting jobs normally? Getting jobs. Great question. Great question. It does drop off a little bit. I have definitely noticed some decline, especially on my Yelp activity and online, like people searching for handyman in my area. It's definitely lower month by month as you get into the fall and the winter. But really what you need to focus on is your amount of exposure that's out there. Because if other handyman have an exposure of this much, like say they just barely have a Yelp account, they don't even have a website, they don't even have a Facebook account or anything. They do no other marketing than just have a free Yelp account, right? And they have like one review, maybe, you know. They're down here. If your exposure is up here, their business is going to drop way more than yours. So you might drop down, maybe down here. They're going to drop way down here. And so they're going to lose all the, so you're going to get more clients than them, basically. So what you want to do is make sure your exposure is as big as it can be. So when the slow time does come, it doesn't affect you as much. At least that's the thought, and it's worked for me. So, so let's see here. Oh, I'm back a little far on these. Kevin Phoenix says 1,500 is the max job here in Hawaii. David Roy says, how would you handle a customer when a customer supplies all the materials? They handle all the material. That's fine. When they give their own materials, there's no warranty on materials. So say they want you to install a ceiling fan, that's great. Then I just charge them my hourly rate, install their ceiling fan, and I'm off. But if that ceiling fan craps out in 5 months, I don't have to buy them a new ceiling fan because they bought that ceiling fan. So I could tell them, I could say, hey, you know, I'll come back and I'll do the, I will redo the job, but you have to buy the new ceiling fan, obviously. And so that basically kind of takes away the warranty when they supply their own materials. Let's see. Yeah, cost of living in Hawaii is definitely high, I would bet. Mackie McJohnson says, I'm new to the handyman world. How are you getting work? So I get work through Yelp, Google, Facebook, places like that. Marketing is what it's all about. Nextdoor, actually today I just got 2 jobs off Nextdoor. I got like 5 Yelp messages today, so that's been blowing up. So that's been pretty cool. And then my website. Website is huge. If you don't have a website, you need to get that. Yeah, Steve Macias, for sure, man. You need to order that. We need to go through it, but I think we need to finish our other book first. We're really bad at meeting. We need to set up a date, and we need to get this going because it's really great meeting with you. Hey, Albert Garcia, if you are interested in the Handyman Journey 101 course, go on over to handymanjourney.com. Okay, so I just posted handymanjourney.com. If you're interested in the Handyman Journey 101 course that I've been talking about tonight, go over to handymanjourney.com, and there's information on there. There's videos that you can watch about the course, and you can buy the course tonight and have it sent over to you as well. So that is how you get more information on that. Definitely go on over to handymanjourney.com. Check out that course, Handyman Journey 101. Yeah, location makes a difference for sure. Cody Jensen says, hey Alan, you are an inspiration, buddy. Thanks for your videos. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, so you need to get online. Online is where it's at, Mackie. Like, if you want to have your handyman business going, you need to be online. You need to be everywhere that your clients are possibly at. So if that means getting an ad at the grocery store, if that's where your clients are, then get it. Because everywhere your customers go, you want them to see your face. You want them to know at least about you and be seeing you on a daily, weekly basis. Because then when the rainstorm comes and their gutter's overflowing, they're going to think of you because they know you as an honest handyman who's always there. So that's what you want to do. Norm, okay, this is what you're saying. In God we trust, and I pledge allegiance are some of the basic principles of which this country was founded. Sorry, I hit send too soon on the previous comment. No worries, man. I agree. Working with property managers. G. Ray Brown says, how do you handle calls when you go on vacation? So I use Google Voice for my phone, And so I just set my Google Voice to away and do not disturb, so it doesn't ring or anything. It goes straight to voicemail. And then I check my voicemail, periodically. Most of my calls or inquiries come through email, so that's pretty nice. And then in my email, obviously, I have like a vacation responder that says, "Hey, I'm on vacation, from this date to this date, and I will be getting back to you, on this date." So that makes it a lot more easy, professional, because that's just an automatic vacation responder. If you have like that marketing funnel that I talk about all the time, where everything points to your website, which on the website they can fill out a free work request form, that will go straight to your email. That's what you want. You want people to go to your email before calling you, because you don't want to be there answering your phone all day long. So it's important to get a website, have everything go to your email, and then you can easily do a vacation responder on that. So that's my answer for that. Angel says, "Let me just say, it was a lot of studying, and I was actually stressing more than needed. It wasn't so bad, but you have to know your stuff as far as your trade goes and really study the law part." Dude, Angel, I really appreciate that info on the contractor's license, because I know I'm going to be going for one here in a few years, so I appreciate that. Labor only makes it better. Steve Messiah says, "Do you ever break up larger jobs so that you can stay under the handyman limit on jobs?" So from what I understand is that if you do hourly, you can stay, I don't know the correct wording, but you bypass what the $500 limit is. So according to what I understand, if you do hourly, and I talk about this in a few of my other videos, where if you do hourly, you do not have a contract, and you technically can go as much as you want. At least that's from what I've been told. And so that's the way I understand it currently. The law is really tricky. There's a lot of gray areas. There's a lot of things that aren't completely understood, but that's at least the way that I understand it. Monkey Went Bananas, Wednesday night. Woo! Hi, Alan. Thanks for the great content in 2018. Looking forward to next year. 2019 is going to be bomb, bro. I'm excited for it. David Roy says, "Doing a small bathroom surround, and the customer went shopping with me for supplies, i.e. sheetrock surround, exhaust fan, and I used my vehicle to transport." Sorry, guys, I'm getting behind on these comments here. Oh, Facebook and Let Go is what I'm using. Okay, that works. I would definitely get a website, get on Yelp, get on Google, because you can get on those things for free. Angel says, "I did not have to provide any work documents at all. I've been working with a general contractor for a while, so all I needed was a detailed description on what I knew, what to do, and have him sign." Okay, cool. What do you use to power your website? To do my website, I use handymanwebdesign.com. Design.com. I will post that down here. Check that out. Best website building platform ever, and they build it specifically for handyman. So definitely check that out if you are looking to get a handyman website built. That is very important. They will build, and they will put everything in it that is possibly needed on a handyman website. So that's what's most important about it. So great question, Mick. I appreciate that. Juan Martinez says, "You should go in depth on the wording of an estimate, like if the contractor supplies their supplies or not." Hey, Juan, that's a great idea. So in depth on what an estimate and invoice says. Great input, Juan. I really appreciate that. Jawad says, "In Florida, as a handyman, I'm not allowed to do plumbing, electrical, or roofing, and definitely no structural repairs. But with the amount of termites we have here, I have a lot of carpentry work to do," for sure. Ferozi says, "How would you recommend finding a good handyman in my area that's looking for help and willing to teach if necessary?" That's a great question. We are currently working on a good, I don't know what you would call it, like a subscription model with mentoring available. So we're currently working on that, where, handyman or aspiring handyman can come to this place and find a handyman in their local area that is willing to teach them kind of the way that the trade works. So that is definitely a good question. We're working on that. but I don't have any idea right now. It doesn't exist. That's why we're working on creating it. So great question. So let's do this. Great question. Darren R says you should call around best. Where did it go? Best way. Where can we get a work request form template? Work request form template. Well, you have to build that into your website. I think if that's what you're asking. I would contact Jason over at handymanwebdesign.com. You can go to handymanwebdesign.com and you could fill out a request form there, and you can ask him questions. Ask him these questions about marketing and creating a website and creating a work request form on your website. That's important. I would definitely say reach out to Jason over there at Handyman Web Design. How do you guys qualify customers and control your conversation to get the sale? It's all about working with people that are your ideal customer. You can work all day for people that want to nickel and dime you and they don't want to pay for your quality. They're not your ideal customers unless that's what you want. You can get a lot of jobs and work for everyone, but you're going to have a heck of a time. But once you really narrow down who your ideal customer is, then you're going to be a whole lot happier and you're going to make a whole lot more money. And the way that you do that is you really sit down and think. You can even create like an avatar. Create an avatar of who your ideal customer is. Like, is it maybe a mid-40s, single mom with 3 kids that lives in this part of town, and they make around this much per year, and that kind of gives you an idea of how much you could charge. So make an avatar of who your ideal customer is and who they are not. And once you start dealing with customers, you're going to realize certain traits or aspects of people who you do not want to deal with and people who you do. So for instance, in my area, the people who you do not want to do work with and I end up like disqualifying them from my ideal customer list is people who right away say, I need a toilet replaced. What is the cost and can you do it today? Those people and that'd be a great customer for some of you guys, and that's perfect. For my personality, for my business, the way I want to run it, that is not my ideal customer. Now that I am getting, Frank on board with an independent contractor, I might be able to look more into getting those kind of customers because I can have someone on it today. But historically, those kind of people have not had the patience to wait for my schedule to come around. My schedule is a lot more open now that I have Frank working with me. So I definitely have more availability and more leeway on my price. So that's a big question to ask, is how I qualify my customers. So how qualify customers? I'm taking notes here. You guys got some great questions. We got Gator. What's up, man? He's late, but glad to see you, bro. Oh yeah, Darren says, Red Gator, what happened with that lady and the leaky roof you repaired that was still leaking? Rich says, going for my general contractor license this year as well. Dude, Rich, that's exciting, bro. I'm excited for you. Gator says, I'm paying her back 100 a week. Screw it. That's one way to do it for sure. Well, I'm bummed that it didn't work out for you, Gator. Angel says, to be a little more clear, I worked part-time as a handyman and the other doing work for the general contractor, also or almost as a subcontractor, but on a labor and material because of the California laws. Very cool. That's cool, Angel. Gator says she wouldn't even let me check, just wants to move on. Yeah, Gator, it sounds like she's just one you got to move on from. Sorry it didn't work out, bro. Cody Jensen said, did you attend any trade schools? Or did you collect your skills from mentors and or on-site training? I did go to trade school for auto mechanic. It does not have anything to do with handyman, for sure. So I did not get any proper schooling for handyman, construction, anything like that. I did take metal shop in high school, but that wasn't like woodworking or anything. but yeah, most of it I've learned from on-the-job training, some mentors, people like that, and also just being kind of an interested kid. I mean, I was always the kid who would ask why growing up. I remember people would be like, "Man, you're so annoying. Like, you always ask why." But now I'm very grateful for that and having that attitude. Like, if someone was working on something, I'd be like, "Why are you doing that? Why does this work that way?" Like, you know, always very interested. So that was kind of my deal. Gator says, "How do I legally hire help for larger scope things without actually putting them on a full-time payroll?" If that makes sense. Yeah, Gator, that makes a lot of sense. What I would recommend doing is looking into independent contractors, so 1099 work. Go ahead and Google 1099 work, and you'll find out what a 1099 employee is and what a 1099 worker is and what they can and cannot do and how to pay them. That's the way to go. That's what I'm doing with Frank. It works out really well. Yeah, it still isn't fair that she didn't allow you to even come back and take a look at it. That sucks. Hey bud, how's work? Still charging hourly or by the job? Yeah, so I am charging hourly for jobs that go over $500, and I'm charging by the job for jobs that are under $500. Typically, most jobs I do hourly just because it's a whole lot easier. It kind of takes a lot of stress out of the game. But yeah, it's been going great. Been loving it. So guys, I have to get going here. I'm going to take a few more comments, but I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I love hanging out with you guys every Wednesday night, just kind of debriefing, talking about the business, doing some shop talk. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you guys have anything else that you would like to see a video on, that you would like me to, or that you would like to see me make a video on, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section of this video after this video is done, letting me know what kind of videos you want to see, you know, in regards to business, vlogs, like travel, tools, like whatever. What kind of jobs do you want to see? I got a whole list here of jobs that, or I mean of videos that I want to make here, but I would love to hear your guys' input, because after all, you guys are the subscribers. So I really appreciate that. And like I mentioned before, and I'm actually making a video tomorrow. Tomorrow there's going to be a vlog coming out with a giveaway. So we're going to be giving away a few items in a celebration of hitting the 10,000 subscriber mark. So amazing. I cannot believe that we hit 10,000 subscribers. I thank you all. I mean, you guys are the ones who watch the videos. Frankly, I'm surprised that anyone watches the videos, so that is really amazing. And I'm just extremely blessed that I've been able to speak into your guys' hearts and minds and help you grow your business. Like, I love it. I love it, guys. So I really appreciate your input. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. You guys are simply awesome. And I'll take one other question here. I've seen you've switched to an hourly rate versus per job basis. Is that for all jobs, or you still charge a flat rate for some? Like, for example, if you know something only takes 15 minutes, charge a flat fee. So yeah, definitely, like on smaller jobs where they're going to be less than $500, I do charge flat fee. Some jobs, like say for instance a ceiling fan, right? So if I was to do a ceiling fan for an hourly rate of $90 an hour, I would get $90 for that job, but I could do that job in 30-45 minutes, and typically I charge $150 for a ceiling fan. So if I charge that, you know, per like flat rate per job or by the job, then I make more by the job than hourly. So it all depends on the certain job and things like that. Maybe sometime you can do a video on qualifying and controlling the conversation. So qualifying the customer, yeah, that's a great one for sure. I'll definitely do a video on that. 1099. Thanks for doing this, man. I appreciate it. Have a good New Year's. Everyone, see you next week. Keep in touch and have a great night. How to stay busy year round. I love your guys' input on what kind of videos I should make. This is great. How to stay busy year around. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for your time, man, and we'll see you next year, I guess. Yeah, well, you guys will see me tomorrow on the vlog tomorrow, and there's going to be a video coming out Monday, and then we'll see you next year. Ken L says, you're okay in my book. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate you all. Well, I'm going to get going, guys. I have some work to do to get the video ready for tomorrow. Got a really good vlog coming out tomorrow. I'm excited about that. And then doing that giveaway. So make sure you tune into that. It's going to be a great one. So thank you all so much. I wish you guys a blessed new year. And thank you all so much for tuning in and just hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You guys are like my friends and family. I thank you guys so much. All right, guys. Tomorrow, new vlog coming out. And then a new video coming out on Monday. So Thursday and Monday. We'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.